Please welcome Kelly Rowan, ladies and gentlemen. Kelly! Oh. You look beautiful, Kelly. All right. Nice to meet you. Huh? Nice to have scenes with Gallagher. He knows his stuff, doesn't he?
It's a great job. It's a great place to go to work every day.
You know, every once in a while, somebody gets on one of these shows, and I'm sure when they start it, they think, I hope this works. And all of a sudden, they must notice that, wow, this seems to be building here. And then all of a sudden, you're on this big hit. The OC's in the counterculture now. Has it been a fun experience for you?
It's been a great time. I mean, we didn't really know. You do a pilot, you know, as you said, and you don't know what's going to happen. And I think it really hit us when we were all in Hermosa Beach for an event, and we all got out of our cars after work, and it was also, there was 1,200 people. We just went, oh my God. You know?
Yeah, that's that moment.
Yeah, people are watching the show. So, but we had no idea, you know, at all. But it's been a great surprise, and it's a great ride. And
how do you commingle with the younger people on here? I sat next to this. I don't know the girl's name, the young pretty girl is now in a lesbian affair, as I see.
Oh, Misha.
Misha. I sat next to her to think, God, she's such a beauty for the ages. How do the younger kids and the ones who play the parents commingle on the show?
You know, we all get along really well. I mean, it's funny this year we haven't been seeing as much of each other because of sort of the kids for a while were having their storylines and we were having our storylines, and we were kind of missing each other.
Right.
We were like mixing in the kitchen. We have a great time. We laugh a lot, and that's which is, you know. I mean, I know people go, oh, yeah, we get along with all my co-stars. We actually do. We have a really good time. It's just a very easy set.
Now, this town loves a hit. They love a front runner, and you know the perks are right there. Have you been? Is that world unfolding? Do you know? Is there a hit show? Is LA opened up to you?
Well, it's funny. You know, I'll call to go to a restaurant, you know, for dinner, and they'll say they don't have anything. You know, you call at the last minute, you'll see they don't have anything available. And so it's something you're really craving something, you know. So you're like, okay. So I'll have somebody call for me, and then suddenly there's, you know, room.
Yeah.
You know, or you're something to go see. So
Can I tell you feel guilty doing that for the first couple times?
Yeah.
But you shouldn't, because anybody would do it. And these restaurants are just lying. They should take stars, because we're better.
No, we're not. I feel it's really pathetic, though. It's terrible. And I'm Canadian. We don't do things like that.
No, I
but,
can't
you know,
believe you're stepping out and being sassy like that.
I'm being a little sassy.
Listen, but that's when you're front running. There's going to be downs where they won't let you work in the restaurant. Trust me, and you have been intimately acquainted with the vagaries of the business. You're on boom time. That thing's predicted to be the next big hit, and it's boom or bust time because although good, it goes away pretty quickly. So you know how that feels too. You can't get your phone calls picked up in this town when you go wrong.
No, it's true. You have a great job for a while, and then people are like, oh yeah, and your agent's calling you back, and then you know the movie doesn't make any money, and then you know it's like, oh, okay.
Now, what do you got planned for hiatus? Are you on your hiatus now, or is it coming up?
No, we have 2 more months to shoot.
What are you going to do? Are you like Joe? Do you take off and do another film, or do you like to unwind?
Well, we're right now because we're going to come back early because Fox has a schedule with baseball, so they've split our hiatus in half. So I've only got 6 weeks off.
What are you going to do?
I think I'm going to go to Italy. I went there last year.
You in love?
No, but I think I'm just.
Yeah, there's some crazy ass pinching going on in Italy, maybe, huh?
No. You know, you can't.
Where are you going to go? I went to this place there. Go to the Amalfi coastline, and you go out to this island of Capri, and there's a town at the top of it called Anacapri, and they put you in this old ski lift. And you go over the vineyard fields and do it around 4 to 6 in the afternoon when the sun's coming down. You know, you always think of that sun that's beautiful at that time. And there's these old women picking grapes, and you're riding up on this ski slope waving to them, and they're giving you the Italian equivalent of the finger. And that would be a good thing. Where do you plan on going? Where are you going to go first?
I haven't been to Venice.
No.
I've been to Florence and Rome, and I think maybe I'll take a trip to Venice. And you know, I just what I find so fascinating about Italy is that they, you know, it's all supersized here. And when you go to everything's kind of more in proportion.
Yeah, leaning tower pizza, this big.
Well, yeah.
Just a little leaning Big Ben. Hey, now when you go there to Venice, you got to go to the Bridge of Sighs. Do you know the story about that?
No.
Well, the Venetian prison was so abhorrent. People hated it so much. It was underwater level, rats. They laid you in water. You know, it was really the grimmest prison. So on your way from the courtroom to the prison, did you ever hear that Robin Trower album? It's an old rock and roll classic called Bridge of Sighs. There's a bridge that goes over, and you were allowed to throw yourself with your manacles into the Venetian canals and drown yourself rather than go to prison.
Fantastic.
And they called it the Bridge of Sighs. So you should visit. It's a neat place.
Okay.
Well, you can see why when I go out of town, I look for the more morbid parts of the tour. All right. Well, listen. Hey, we're going to come right back. We're going to talk a little more with Kelly Rowan right after this, ladies and gentlemen.